Okay, so this is the second video on validating and protecting. We've already gone through the input form here, and we put validations on the date, so I can't type a date in the future like that, and I'll get a message. And I showed you how to do a list so the user can pick from a list, something like that. But what we also want to be able to do is prevent the user from clicking around or going in and changing our formulas or changing the labor rate or something like that. What we want is for the user only to be able to enter information into these fields on the form. To do that, it's pretty simple. You come up to the Review tab up here, and you select Protect Sheet, and you get this pop-up. Now, you can put a password on a sheet, and that will prevent somebody else from doing it. And that's fine. Don't do it in this class, but if you put a password on a sheet, you better write it down someplace else, because if you forget it, it's gone. You'll never be able to get back in your own worksheet. So what I want to do is protect the worksheet and contents of locked cells, and then there's a bunch of choices down here about what you can allow the users to do or not. Basically, I don't want them to be able to do much except maybe select unlocked cells. So I'm going to clear that first checkbox. I don't even want them selecting locked cells. I'm going to click on OK, and now nothing seems to change, but the worksheet is protected. The problem is I protected the entire sheet, every last cell, and I'm clicking away here and I can't type into anywhere. Oh, I just got into that cell, but I can't do anything on this worksheet. I protected the whole thing. I'm going to unprotect it right now so I can get back in my own worksheet and type around. What I have to do before I protect the worksheet is to designate the cells I want the user to be able to type into. So I want the user to be able to type in the date field. So what I do is click on the Home tab and come up here on the number format button right there and open it up. And there's a tab over here called Protection. Now, by default, all cells on a worksheet are locked. That means that if you protect the worksheet, this cell will be locked. So let's unlock this, the date field, because we want the user to be able to type into that. So I've unlocked that field. I'm going to come back here to Review and protect the worksheet. My checkbox is pre-selected. And now I can at least type in and type into this field here. So I can type in 316. Now, everything else is still locked. So I've got to unlock the other cells as well. And it's easy to unlock a whole bunch of cells. So I've unprotected the worksheet. Now I'm just going to hold down the Control key while I select all the cells that I want the user to be able to type into. Then I come up to the Home tab, open up the number box. You know, we've used this for custom formatting and that sort of stuff before. Come into Protection and just clear the locked checkbox and click on OK. Now, when I turn on Protection for the worksheet, I click on OK. Now, I can tab around into the cells that I have unlocked. But when I hold my finger on the tab key, you can see I'm just cycling through the unlocked cells. I can't get anywhere else. I can't click on any of those others. I can't type into them. I can't do anything. But I can come in here and make my selections as I wish and use the sheet just the way. So I protected the worksheet so the users can't type in and change that 60 or change any of my formulas down here. One other thing you can do, I'm going to unprotect momentarily, is come up to the View tab and turn off grid lines. That makes the worksheet go paper white. Go back to Review and protect the worksheet again. And now I've got what looks like a real input form, and users can tab around and select fields, but they can't do anything else. And by the way, when I grade these, I just open it up and I plant my finger on the tab key and see if you let me get around to other parts of the worksheet. So that's what there is. Look through the PDF for details on validating and protecting the other fields like labor hours and that sort of stuff, and you'll be all set.